Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. So for the Grizzlies, their last game, a win against Philadelphia. And only a single point of separation there. Great game. It came right down to the wire.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Mobley is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Boss, and there's Jackson, and it's White in at the point. On defense, the Grizzlies, following the miss by Ja Morant. Great D that time from Bane. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Here we are, Brent, the season entering its final stages now. It really is a marathon, isn't it?
Man, Kevin, town to town, games piling up, dealing with weather, flight delays, people wanting tickets. I mean, all the things that add up to a season. And on and off the court, it is a grind. And you know the players at this point in the year are always feeling it. And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
Here's Giddey. Oh, that's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's Tyus over Bane.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Passes to Bagley. Here's Edey. Memphis moving it around. Bane looking around. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Giddey. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. Now, we talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. And Coach said he's a guy that can score from all 3 levels. Our guys have to be on him and active defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight and see if they can respond. Guys?
Thank you, David. The first one falls.
2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And they double up Morant. Bane against Mobley. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here in the late stages of March, the range for teams in the power rankings has really solidified. You take a look at the Suns. They sink a little bit here in the rankings. Still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And you know right now for the visiting team, they're exactly the team we all thought they'd be. A dangerous club, no doubt. They're not the title favorites, but it's not outside the realm that this team can get it done.
White against Morant. Over White. Elbow shot. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And you want to prevent Ja from driving to the rim, but you gotta also contest him at the mid-range and just hope it doesn't go in.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Morant surveying the D. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
First personal foul. Looking now at some numbers for Evan Mobley.
At the line for the away team, taking 2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Morant with it. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Make some noise for your Grizzlies.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Edie. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Here's Tyus, guarded by Bain. Ross gets the bucket. Ross has got 6 points.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that one drops.
Yeah, feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1-for-4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bain seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Bagley with the bucket.
How about that, Bagley? Stretching the floor out a little bit, and this is going to make the offense really tough to guard.
Here's Giddey. And Bain pulls it down. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Morant. Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
The Beans checked in for Josh Giddey.
Already an MVP caliber talent, Morant is all about continuing to get better, as well as competing for titles.
Bagley with the block.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Morant. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Here's Tyus. He's got 6. Shoots over Morant. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Now here's Morant. Shoots over White. Misses off the left iron.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Well, Jackson Jr. is an efficient rebounder, and he knows to send that one right back.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
They can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Here's McBride. White covering. Jackson looking around. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Sharp, that's good.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Now McBride. Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. From deep. The shot will not fall.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
There's the drive. Sharp. That's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside Jackson. Takes the 13-footer, and it's blocked.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Rebounded by Jackson.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Kennard. The rebound by Sharp. On the wing, Levine. Cotton Jar covering. Levine passes to Ware. Left side Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. In the corner, Kennard with it. And it's White with the rebound. White's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's a whistle that goes on John Conchon. That is his first foul of the game.
13 foul.
Sharp against Kennard. Now here's Sharp. Tight defense on him. No good with the layup. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's McBride, and he makes good on the layup.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Robert Williams is checked in for Jaren Jackson.
Checking in for the away team, Robert Williams.
Williams passes to Sharp, shoots the 3. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. 7 points for Shaedon Sharp. McBride with the ball. Down low, here's Conchon, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
The nasty handles of White, just so gifted at putting on a show with moves like that.
White's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Here's McBride. There's the pass to Conchon. Here's Huff. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. And White kicks to Levine. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And how about the confidence on display from Levine, just daring the D to get physical with
At the
it.
line for 2.
And he's good on the second. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Now McBride. Pass to Huff. Here's Kennard. Guarded by Levine. Shot clock at 6. Kennard, the pass to McBride. Fires from deep. Levine with the rebound. 56 seconds left in the first. Offensive rebound. Williams makes it off the glass.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
McBride with the ball. Pass to Huff. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Sinks the triple.
And Kennard's such a tremendous shooter. You know, he led the league in 21-22 from distance.
Levine looking around. And no good. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And Kennard out there to help space the floor with that kind of range.
Clark is checked in for Zach Levine. The Grizzlies trail by 4. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Kennard against Sharp. Got a hand on it.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Clark inside.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's McBride. And no luck with that time.